And I think that's the way that nature is our teacher, and that it does follow these rhythms. But the colonial kind of coming on top of nature and saying, now this is the season, and it goes until this day, and the next day
Yeah.
we're in a new season. But nature doesn't know that. Nature is
No.
not following such a prescribed order of things. I mean, I look into my backyard and we've got seasons of different flowers, so we're in the peony season right now, and I've got some
Yes.
behind me here, but it's almost done. We had a big rain this weekend, and so the peonies all just kind of dropped. And so
Mm-hmm.
now I'm thinking, what season is coming up next? And it's not about summer and spring and winter and fall, although I do love to mark those, but it's how do we mark those smaller, less visible seasons that we move through in time, whether it's, gray hair and silver hair and, season of aging, or a season of flowers, and how they come and go, and what they, a lot of the flowers in my backyard were transplanted from my childhood home. So when these peonies bloom, they not only look beautiful, they connect me to my childhood home that's no longer in our family. And when the lilacs come out and the smell, like, it just transports me back to that childhood memory. So I think that there's so many moments within seasonal shifts that we can start to ceremonialize.
And again, I think that's actually more digestible to our animal bodies and nervous systems than calendars. I guess it depends on who you are. I'm learning not to be so absolute about things, but there's something about, if I may go on a rant about equinoxes and solstices, and these cross quarter days, which are based on like a very specific place in Western Europe, where that was dictated, of which is my ancestors' home. And I just, love it. But we all live in different bioregions, right? And we're all talking to each other on social media and email and stuff, telling each other what it is, where it's like, what is, this is how I feel at ritual. Like, instead of being like, give me a ritual for XYZ, which you could just Google, you could ask Chat GPT for a ritual, or it's like, it's the day of the equinox. How should I feel the balance of the light and the dark? It's like, what is going on where you live? Is that true? I love how you bring up peony season, and like, peony season ended and now we're in super hot daisy season. And I just think that's actually a way we could actually be more attuned to the earth to which we belong, right? From where we come from, where we'll go. And also, we're in a time of shifting climate. We're in a time where, rainfall and heat, and the way the earth responds, that's like new. The Farmer's Almanac is less and less on the spot. And so I want to initiate us into responsiveness. And the way we can initiate ourselves into responsiveness is to like titrate down from like what we're supposed to do right now. Like, again, we're recording around the summer solstice, and I have people asking me to do a podcast episode on rituals for the summer solstice. And I find myself being very resistant, because I'm like, when is your summer solstice? When do you feel it?
Yeah.
When do you see it in the earth? What does it look like in your bioregion? And like maybe 10 years ago, I would have been like, okay, 10 tips to, not, and you can find that and it's beautiful. I highly recommend a flower bath. But more than ever, I really want us to feel a responsive sensing to where we are and how our bodies feel in that place. Because the ultimate goal is to have us pop out of this, I don't know, performative ritual, performative belonging, where we're going through the steps, but what's happening? Are we feeling that satiation? Are we feeling that sense of shift? Are we feeling a completion or a closure? Okay, that's the goal. So let's become more attuned, which takes time and practice, seeing what works, seeing what doesn't.